Alrighty, boys and girls, well, look at that. We've got Bitcoin pumping exactly as predicted on the previous video when I told you prepare for the pump. We might see this happening right now. As Bitcoin was at that support with the German selling, with all the sellers out, with the spaghetti hands out, government selling and all that bullshit. That's what we're seeing happening here today. Bitcoin just touched that 63k. And we've got also Pepe closing a very bullish weekly candle. So if you remember from the previous video, we had a very tiny one and now it closed pretty decent, and we might be looking at a continuation or another pump from Pepe. This is what we're gonna be talking about. Today's video, we're gonna be looking at this pump here on Bitcoin, on Pepe, and we're gonna be looking at other meme coins. Is this it? Is this the start? Are we gonna see further pumps on these coins, on Pepe and stuff like that, on Bitcoin? So we no further ado, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and let's get into it. So as you can see here, guys, it's pretty simple these days, right? So just by the blood, right? When we see blood, when we see red, that's the psychology right now. As we are still overall on this super bullish uptrend on Bitcoin overall on the high time frame. That's why it makes me laugh when I see people calling for lower prices for 20k, 40k. We're going down. This is it. It's over. People are crying and people forgetting that we are gonna have soon the rate cuts and the economy is just gonna do better and better from here. We've got the Bitcoin ETFs, the ETFs. Now we're gonna have Solana ETFs. We're gonna have more ETFs. Everything is lined up now to have more and more bullish catalysts coming from the crypto space. That now that we got done and over with the bearish things like the German government selling and the Mt. Gox and all that stuff, and now recently we've seen what happened with Trump, which also kind of pushed the price higher. But in my opinion, the price was already primed to pump. So as soon as we're gonna see any tiny little bullish thing or whatever is gonna happen, is gonna be that thing that's gonna push the price higher. So that's the way how I see these markets when we're down here, or when we see those huge dips on a massive bull trend or a massive uptrend. I just think, all right, this is it. We're gonna be looking at higher prices, and I've been posting and I've been sharing it with you all along here on Twitter. Don't forget to follow me, link in the description. I've even took along on Bitcoin at around 57k, where everyone was still bearish on it. So it's very likely that we go back here, which is like the main resistance. And this goes without saying, this would be the bullish thing we need. We just need basically BTC to stay here. We don't need it to go up that much. We don't need it to go down that much. We just need it to range, and that's what we've seen also back in 2019 before the bull market. We had the same range here. We had it doing the same thing. If we just disregard the COVID dump, right, the black swan, we had a long range, right? We had a long range, and then we had the real bull market. So pretty much that's what we're gonna see happening here. We still can make a lot of money within this range with meme coins as usual. They're gonna be thriving, and as you can see, while Bitcoin is ranging, Pepe is pulling new all-time highs, which is very important to see, and we're gonna keep seeing this over and over, right? As Pepe and altcoins, meme coins in general, outperforming this uptrend that we see here today on Bitcoin. And all we need now is just this Bitcoin ranging. It might take some time, right? So we might see another fake out to the upside and then another push up. This might take us around end of August, beginning of September. But overall, as I said, July is gonna be green, and we're gonna have maybe a ranging August, then September we start the move, the real move up, going further into 2025. So this means now Pepe, what we see is we have again this same structure playing out. You see this bullish candle here, we might see the same. So this is the weekly candles, and what we notice is you see this here, this is right after this tiny one. So we have that one coming now. We just need Pepe to push up higher, which is very likely another all-time high on Pepe. So Pepe is basically the meme coin index. Not only Pepe, but the top meme coins. Usually all we need a shocker. So that's how people work, right? People need to see something unusual. That's what triggers FOMO. It's not the usual or the expected, but the unusual, the unexpected. That's what triggers FOMO. Like right now, when we see Bitcoin pumping, everybody's now is jumping on meme coins. They're all green right now. Everybody's bidding their best meme coins. They see that they missed out because it was not expected. This was not expected. If you were not following Zack Ventura, you were not expecting this to happen. As you can see, most of the market did not bid. So people that bid the lowest, that bought here any coin, they are very much in profits right now. But we do have some real serious gainers today. Now overall, Pepe is gaining 11%. just as much as Shiba Inu and Dogecoin literally right now. We have Dog, we have doing a 10%, BONK not that great, Floki 17%, Breton Base also 8%, but we have some recent real strong gainers like Memecoins. So Memecoins really reminds me of Turbo. I do think it's getting close to a top, right? And it might see that sell-off, but it looks like a very strong contender. It's a cultish kind of coin, meme coin. I do think this is gonna last long on this bull market. Now this coin is way higher, right? We're waiting for that 70% dip, but it just goes to show that the market is real bullish right now. I've shared also a tweet about that when we've seen that Trump news, right? A coin that is related like MAGA coin or Trump coin started pumping as well. We've seen a massive pump on it, and this shows that the market is actually sitting on cash. We have a lot of people sidelined, and that's the most important to really understand right now. Most people right now are still in disbelief. This whole thing is still a disbelief rally from Bitcoin. Even now, crypto natives still think this is a fake out or like a bearish thing or like not a real rally. It's a disbelief rally. We still have that, right? We still haven't hit that euphoria, bull market tops and all that stuff, even though we had celebrities coming in a bit prematurely here, trying to play tough and trying to gain the market or whatnot. But still, we have a lot of disbelief. The market is sitting on cash, and we're seeing it here. As soon as people see anything that is triggering them to buy, they do that, right? They do it. So they are sitting on cash. We have a lot of sidelined cash, and that's important. So what should we do now, right? You have your massive gainers now, and you're probably holding some coin that is not pumping, right? It's not happy days for you. But if you see some coin pumping, you're like, but why we have now Memecoin 80% and we don't have, let's say, Book of Meme or like Cat's Mew, right? This one is at 300, and then Popcat Soul is actually rallying. It's at $750 million in its market cap, which is up now 70%. Like literally now, Popcat and Memecoin are like the strongest gainers today when it comes to those high market cap coins. Well, this tells me something, right? This tells me, like, if you remember this here. So usually how the markets works, or like meme coins, we usually have top gainers, then mid gainers, then low caps, then we go full degen, right? So this tells me that the market now is somewhere here around the high caps, right, and mid caps. That's where the cycle is at right now. People are bidding these coins. They are still not yet here in the low cap coins that will get their turn, right? This money flows like from high to low, and that's the most important to understand now. Where the market stands today is people are bidding high caps, like they're bidding Popcat, they're bidding Memecoin, and even like Pepe in these top coins. Like you see them in the green, they don't pump that much because still we don't have enough capital circulating in the space to pump those high caps coins. Besides those that are below $1 billion or like mid caps, let's say Memecoin and Popcat are the biggest gainers. Turbo not doing much, right? Because recently it rallied so hard and it dumped 70% and it's accumulating right now, and it's very normal, right? So a lot of people do this mistake where they will sell the ones that are not moving right now, and then they will go buy something like Popcat, like the top on Popcat or like the top on Memecoin. They will buy these at the top and thinking that's it, I'm buying the green, because people make these mistakes all the time. That's unfortunate right now. I might just give up on trying to tell people don't buy the top spot. That's how it works, right? So people like to buy here and sell here, and whatever is trending today, that's what they will buy. They will not buy the dips or charts that are going sideways. They don't like that. They like the tops. They like to buy green. They like to lose money. That's how the market works. Now we're gonna see a cool off possibly here on Popcat or like Memecoin or whatever, and then we're gonna see a rotation back towards like maybe Turbo. Now we have Apple, which is also 77%, right? It's almost doubled its market cap. Now it's at 200 million. It was around 140 million. Now it's at 200 million. This is one of the strongest Pepe-verse coins. We've got a lot of coins now doing something, but not that much, right? You've got this Harry Potter Obama, which is also a cultish coin, just like Memecoin, right? And people are bidding now few coins among many. Now mid caps mainly, right? So we have Andy Eat, also a Pepe-verse Boys Club coin pumping as well. Now we have Myro or Cockino, which is the top coin on Avalanche, not doing much. You can see now these narratives are the latest or the slowest narratives. Those are the ones that are gonna rally last, or as soon as euphoria or like as soon as FOMO kicks harder, or as soon as FOMO ends with those coins that are pumping now because they're getting all the attention now because they're pumping, right? Then we're gonna see the other ones. So most people, what they do, just so we get to that, they buy the tops on other coins, and then by the time they buy the top on that one starts dumping, and then the one that they sold starts pumping. So that's why it's very important still to have a conviction on something, to buy something that because you believe in it and you understand why it's gonna pump, and you stick with your convictions, you stick with your guns. That's very important. But the narrative that we know for sure is gonna say is the Pepe one. So Pepe is still gonna be the biggest gainer. I still believe this is gonna be a 50 billion or above kind of coin in the bull market, which is gonna drag all the Pepe related coins to it. They're still gonna be the ones that gaining the most. Now when you go lower here, you see Toshi, ladies, right? Coins that are, or Snag, or we've got even like Grok, which is I'm really bullish on, or Ardoge. We've got Hoppy now recently not doing much. You can see now that Hoppy, since it got like that, it started its sell-off. Now it's in a different phase of its cycle, but you see that people are literally now here buying high caps. That's what they are doing now, and slowly we're gonna see the mid caps like the 50 millions, the 100 millions. Then we're gonna see the coins at 10 million or below. Then we're gonna start to see again full degeneracy. So what I'm waiting for now, or what do we need to see now for a full-blown meme coin season, right? That's what we really need now, is a breakout on Pepe or an all-time high, right? We need Pepe to break out this all-time high. That's gonna start a very, very strong meme coin season. When we've seen this in the past with Pepe, as soon as it breaks its all-time high, or as soon as it does like some out of nowhere pump, it triggers a meme coin season. So I've been tracking those, right? And you see, this is the first time we seen Pepe listed on Binance and stuff like that. We had a meme coin season here, right? Bitcoin was below 30K. Then we had BONK Coin. This was like the airdrops on Solana phones, and BONK Coin started this whole thing. Dog we've had appeared right after that and started the meme coin season that probably was the longest one. Then we had another Pepe all-time high here, which led that Bitcoin all-time high as well. And then we had a massive meme coin season when we started to see top meme coins on their blockchain. We started to see all kind of coins appearing in narratives and all that stuff, which is important, right? To understand that Pepe is always leading the narratives. Then we had Book of Meme on Solana. This was like the top of the top of the tops, right? Like, and I remember told you guys this was gonna be a cool off period right now, because literally that was like a coin that rallied 3 days and got listed on Binance, and we had Solana congested. People could not withdraw Solana from their exchange due to the people gambling Solana on Pump.Fun and stuff like that. This was like a very hectic time, and we had Brett on base topping, and then we had that fall on Brett on base and stuff like that, which was all a cool off, which led us now to nothing. And then we had the Pepe all-time high, and then we started to see again the Pepeverse narrative popping up. Like this was the ignition of that Pepeverse narrative. And since then, you all know by now, we've been in a very rough spot where we did not see many hyped coins, or the market was not that bullish, not perfect at all, right? For a bullish market. And now we're seeing it recovering. So as soon as Pepe or some coin, but what we've seen is usually Pepe, BONK, or Dog we've had, those are the most controversial, right? Like BONK is kind of like a Solana chain darling and all that stuff, and Dog we've had, everybody loves that. Most of Twitter is on to that Dog we've had. And then we got Pepe, which is like nobody knows why it pumps, but it just keeps pumping, right? And everybody knows about it. So I still believe these three are kind of like the horsemen of the meme coin season. Now we've seen recently with Brett on base, once it hit that 1 billion, it started some sort of a base chain season. It didn't last long, right? What I do think personally is still Pepeverse, Pepe coins, Brett on ETH, those coins that are shared with you on ETH mostly are gonna be the ones to lead the chart. Then it comes down to this, right? Dog we've had or BONK. One of those, like if Dog we've had pumps and make an all-time high flip, maybe Pepe or something, and does something crazy, then we're gonna see the Pump.Fun coming back stronger. We're gonna jump to that full degeneracy, which goes with this, right? We're gonna see top coins, then the mid caps, then we're gonna have the low caps, then the full degeneracy will most likely happen with Dog we've had pumping or some random Pump.Fun coin. That's why it's important to stick to your guns, hold your coins, whatever coin you have. If you are on the meme coin space, if you are on those strong ones, the narrative is with you and you've got a strong community, your turn will come, right? That whatever coin, your turn will come. That's usually how it works, right? As long as the coin is decent and strong, right? Like you don't see many people talking about ladies, but at some point we're gonna see ladies pumping, right? At some point we're gonna see Toshi maybe at 1 billion or 5 billion, right? But now today it might not seem like it. it, right? Maybe today you see Breton base as the better option, right? Which is right now today. But at some point, Choshi might pump, right? And people that sold Choshi to buy Breton base will regret that because the upside potential here is much higher. That's why also I do like to buy tiny market caps or low market caps that fits the narratives of these top coins. So I know when the turn comes, I have the highest potential upside for those, right? That's also important. Anyways, overall, congratulations. We're pumping again. We're back. The pumps are here. Pepe is very likely to break out here, and we're gonna keep monitoring this. So don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching this video till the end, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.